No
let.
And no let given. Unlucky, I think.
No let. The ball's there!
Simon obviously thinks so too.
The ball's like that. That's such an easy let.
Exceedingly angry.
I know.
And I think with good reason. Jansher came back into him.
10-7. Making every effort to get to the ball, everywhere around the court. Get everything back.
But obviously no redress.
10-7.
So Jansher goes to 10-7.
You understand his frustration, Jonah. Very pumped up now. Good reply. Simon Parke works extremely hard around the squash court, chases everything that he can possibly get a hold of. He doesn't like to hear people think he can't get the ball. Maybe this is what he needs as well, Johnny. Maybe he needs somebody to get him even more riled up. He's certainly moving with a lot more authority.
11-12.
Well, Jansher has at last scored after Simon's revival. Tremendous burst of adrenaline from the Englishman. Angry, but still focused. That sharp work from Jansher.
12.
And he calmly levels. Jansher has basically played on the same way, Chris. He obviously took no part in the earlier verbal drama. All credit to Simon Parke, though, because the sudden surge has forced Jansher to play a lot more conservatively. He's gone back to very steady work down the walls. Quite contained.
Well, it was up to that point, Jonah, but I don't know what was going through Simon's mind there. High backhand volley, tries to flick it cross court, and error's the only thing that's going to come out of that. Such a silly time to play it as well.
Well, he's a bit lucky to get away with that one because he set Jansher up in the front of the court, and an unforced error from Jansher.
Well, it must be his birthday because he should be 14-12 down now, and he's done so well to get back in it, as you said earlier.
And that's woeful from Jansher. The second weak ball into the front right-hand corner. I don't know what on earth he was up to there. Dramatically in contrast with what has gone before. So it's 14-13, game ball to level for Simon Parke. Desperately needs this game. Doesn't want to face a 2-love deficit. Both players working well. Simon hanging in. Jansher dominating now. Simon all over the place, asking for the let.
Yes, let.
And a let given. I think that'll be somewhat disappointing for Jansher, and it is.
14-13, game ball.
I think one or two people might suggest it was compensatory for the drama decision some minutes ago. But Simon has another bite at the cherry. That's terrific backhand work. Both players sparring on the forehand side. Simon positive short. Again. And the third one, and it's a winner.
Thank you.
Jansher calls it down. Referee says thank you. Second game to Simon Parke, 15-13, and it's 1-1. Now look here as we see Simon and Jansher matching each other shot for shot down the backhand wall. Eat your hearts out at the rich quality of racket work. Wrists cocked, racket heads almost constantly up, early preparation of swing, open-faced and smooth through the strokes, maintaining excellent body balance with eyes glued to the ball throughout. Absolute textbook stuff. And in contrast, every squash player's nightmare. Simon, under remorseless pressure, plays an athletic but ill-judged volley short, punished further by Jansher. He then has a disastrous movement, too straight onto the ball, and duly fails to profit from the hastily improvised flick straight. Kiss of death. It's 1-1. Let's draw breath and join us again shortly for a final roll of the dice. Hello again, moments of truth for both gladiators. It's getting tougher by the minute. Who will prevail? Jansher a better start in the third. Put on his mettle by the recovery of Simon Parke in the second.
One wants a stroke, the other wants a no let, so it's fair enough to be a let.
Considerable discussion going on.
6-3.
And a typical squash debate, and you'll find that discussion wherever the game is played competitively.
Well, whether it's right or wrong from the referee, certainly sparked Jansher into a little bit of action. He's come out flying after that decision. On the ball very quickly. That's a crashing forehand across the court. With a lot of authority.
7-3.
Obviously not very happy losing the second game. Feels he's been in control for most of the match.
He's hustling onto the balls in the front of the court. He knows that Simon likes to play the ball in off the cross court.
I understand what you're saying. Yep.
You can't let him get away with that.
Simon letting the referee know he believes Jansher deliberately got in his way there to stop him hitting a winning shot. Referee not agreeing, just playing a let. A little bit of frustration from Simon. Quite understandable at times though. Pace has certainly picked up from Jansher. He's certainly getting on the ball a bit quicker now, Jonah.
Yeah, he's hurrying it up now, Chris. It's the heart of the match. Simon quickly onto that one though, and fury down the backhand wall.
Jansher's maintained his slender lead throughout this third game. Still trying to pick the tempo up when he feels he can. And lovely weight to the ball there. Forced Simon back and played the simple boast.
14-11, game ball.
So Jansher goes to game ball, 14-11. He's played with some authority over the last 15 minutes. The pace has picked up, and that'll be a stroke. Again, an indifferent shot from Simon. Jansher, wily as ever, waited and took the point in the game 15-11.